So let's look at this question. One student tagged me with this question. So we are going to look at how we can help the student. So this question says we should find the values of x and y given that 3 exponent negative 2x plus y minus 5 is equal to 5 exponent 3x minus y plus 3. So looking at this question, you can see that we have two unknowns that we are supposed to look for, that is x and y. So this is equation involving two variables. So we are looking at how we can solve this question. So for this question, we are saying that we have 3 here as the base, and if you go to the right side, we have 5 as the base. And looking at the equal sign, it means that the left side is supposed to be the same as the right side. But how can this side, 3 exponent negative 2x plus y minus 5, be the same as 5 exponent 3x minus y plus 3? So when you look at such questions, you see that it is becoming a little bit challenging, but it's very simple. So the only way this side can be the same as this side is only if the exponent here, the exponent of 3 is 0, and at the same time the exponent of 5 is 0. Remember that in the law of indices, we are saying any non-zero number or digit to the power 0 is what? 1. So if I say 3 exponent 0, what am I getting? I'm getting 1. The same thing if I say 5 exponent 0, I'm also getting 1. If I say x exponent 0, then I'm getting 1. If I say y exponent 0, I'm getting 1. So it means that before this and that can be equal, unless their exponent is what? 0. Someone may decide to use a logarithm to solve this. Well, we don't want to use logarithm. Even if you try using logarithm, you see that it will get to a point where you'll be stuck. Yeah. So we are not using logarithm. We want to solve this algebraically. So if you are saying that 3 exponent 0 should be 1 and 5 exponent 0 should be what? Also 1, it means they are equal. Then we can draw conclusion that we should equate the exponent of what? 3 to what? 0. At the same time, you should equate what? The exponent of 5 to 0, because that is what can give us this side, the left side, equal to the right side. Yes. So if we understand this, then we can easily write negative 2x plus y minus 5 is equal to 0. Then we can rewrite this as 2x plus y is equal to 5. Now let's call this equation 1. We do the same to this because we are saying 5 exponent 0 gives us what? 1. So we are also equating this. Okay, so we can also write 3x minus y plus 3 is equal to 0. Then we have x minus y is equal to negative 3. We can also call this equation 2. Good. So once we have these two equations, then we can solve them simultaneously. Yes, we can solve them simultaneously. So let me rewrite the equations. So we have negative 2x plus y is equal to 5, equation 1. And then we have 3x minus y is equal to negative 3, equation 2. So it means that we are going to solve these two what? Simultaneously. Good. So how do we solve this simultaneously? I know you remember how to solve simultaneous equations. So looking at this side, we have y here, we have y here. So since the coefficients are 1, 1, then we can easily solve them using what? Which method do you remember? If you want to solve simultaneous equation, you know that we can use elimination method, we can use substitution method, we can also use what? Graphical method. But in our case, we are going to use elimination method to look out for the values of x and y. So we can add equation 1. So equation 1 plus equation 2. We are doing this. So let me write this as negative 2x. So it means we are adding what? Corresponding what? Expressions. So negative 2x plus 3x, then plus what? Y plus negative what? Y. Good. And then it's equal to 5 plus negative 3. Good. So negative 2x plus 3 gives us x, and since this is positive y, so y plus negative y, because this is negative, so this one will go, so here will be 0 because the coefficient is 1, 1, but here is negative, here is positive, so we are getting 0 here. Then we can easily do this. So 5 plus negative 3, so it means that we are to subtract 3 from 5, which will give us what? 2. Good. So now our value for x is what? 2. Once we have x as 2, we can just substitute this into any of the equation. You can substitute it into equation 1 or equation 2 to get our value of what? Y. Good. So we can say put x equal to 2 into any equation. So for me, I'm using equation 1 into equation what? 1. Good. So it means wherever I see x, I'll put my 2 there. Now, this is equation what? This is equation 1. Equation 1. So I'm going to put 2 in place of what? X in this equation. So I'll write negative 2 times 2 plus y, which is equal to 5. So here becomes negative 4 plus y is equal to 5. So if I should group like terms, then I have y is equal to 5 plus 4, which gives me 9. So it means that the value for y is also what? 9. Since the question demands we find the values of x and y, then our question is solved. So you see, very simple. So situations like this is how you can go about it. I know there are other ways you can also use to solve this question. So when you finish, you can substitute these values. You can substitute the values of x and y. We got x as 2 and y as 9. You can substitute them into the whole question and see whether you get the same. If you don't get the same, then you are wrong. So if you put 2 here, so let me see. So it will be like this. So 3 exponent negative 2, then we have 2 here plus, what do you get for y? 9 minus what? 5, which is equal to 5 exponent 3, and x is 2 minus, what did we get? 9 plus what? 3. So we want to find out if we will be right. Okay, so 3 exponent. So this is negative 2 times 2 gives us what? Negative 4 plus 9 minus what? 5, which is equal to, so 3 times 2 gives us what? 6 minus 9 plus 3. And we can continue by writing, so negative 4 plus 9 gives us what? 5. 5 minus 5 gives us what? 0, which is equal to 6 minus 9 gives us what? Negative what? 3 plus 3 also gives us what? 0. So you see, so 3 exponent 0 gives us 1, and 5 exponent 0 also gives us what? 1. So you see that this side is equal to this. Have you gotten that? So we have solved for the values of x and y. We have tested, and now we are right. So you can conclude that, therefore, I shouldn't even bring this. Therefore, x is equal to 2 and y is equal to what? 9. So this answers the whole question. So my students, you had doubts about how to go about this question. Now I think it is clear now. So you can go through, take your time. If you have any question, go to the comment section, ask any question you want to ask. This channel is Mazwi's TV. Your facilitator is Evans Okine. So if you have anything, you can ask. You can also bring your question and we help you out. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you next time. Thank you.